just have a question. Why is our generation so sensitive to the point that anything you say will trigger them, but then they could say whatever they want to you? Your feelings, everything's just based on how you feel. Like, well, it's this way because I feel this way. No, it's this way because of facts say this. No matter how you feel. Facts aren't based on feelings. Facts are based on facts and how actual things turn out. I just was watching this meeting, socialist meeting, and this guy reacting to it. And it was like a meeting in like 2019 or something. It was like a 2019 National Convention. Okay. Anyway, and it was saying how be aware that people in this room have sensory issues and some mental health problems to where I don't really know. I couldn't really comprehend what they're... Well, I could comprehend it, but it was just... You couldn't clap. They couldn't clap at the meeting. After someone spoke, they put their hands up and shook their hands because clapping would trigger someone with sensory, with hearing, like if they have trouble hearing loud noises. And clapping, I guess the movement would trigger someone that has sensory issues with moving things. But, and then you couldn't wave your banners around, but you can shake your hands like this. Our generation gets triggered too easily. Our generation, I looked it up, or I was trying to look up what's the most sensitive generation. And it said baby boomers, which those are like people born after World War II or something. That's not true. The most, if you're wondering what the most sensitive generation is, don't use Google. Because Google probably just pairs with, it's probably like, Google, the owner of Google probably agrees with Biden and everything. Now if not, I might be wrong. I'm saying the answers, what it made it look like is that our generation is the best generation ever. It's the most hardworking. It's the most motivated. That's not true. Not true. Because I know a lot of people from my generation that's just like, I'm ashamed to be part of this generation. Then I know some people that are like, oh, okay, you guys are cool. But then they also notice the rest of the generation. You know. And like, if anyone watches this from this generation and you do these things, well then I guess you're part of that group. Okay, but it's true. Our generation is so sensitive. And can you just imagine how the next generation's gonna be when they grow up? So sensitive. It's like you can't say one thing wrong, but then they could say whatever they want to you. But if you say something that they don't like and they get triggered and they cry and they, well, no, it's this way because I feel this way. No, it's this way because this is what the facts point to, and that's just how it is. Now, if you don't want to believe the truth, that's fine, but don't make everyone else believe your lies just because you refuse to believe the truth. Okay? I was just watching this and it just made me so mad. It's all like, oh yeah, and when they introduce someone speaking at the meeting, they had to be like, John, this is a fake name, John Iverson, he, him. Are you kidding me? You have to announce the pronouns. Now, I hear some people do that like on TikTok and stuff, but I didn't know they actually did it at like conventional meetings. Like, I'm sorry, stupid. You're either a man or a woman, and I don't get why there's any argument over that. And people that are born with both, well then they're a hermaphrodite. So I guess, okay, if really someone wants to say there's more than two genders, hermaphrodite will be the third one. But, you know, it's just, they're so sensitive. They just, and I tried doing some research for this video because I didn't have an idea for a video today until I watched that. And I'm like, well, I need to post a video. This is what I'm going to post it on. How our generation is so sensitive. And, you know, I don't even want to bring up what schools are doing this generation, because that's just a whole new topic. All I gotta say is I dropped out of my school because I'll just say teachers don't look at us, they don't care, they look at us like dollar signs. And teachers that are going along with what Biden is saying, there was this teacher, this was a while ago, I don't remember when it was, but there was this teacher that took down the USA, took down our flag, of, you know, the country's flag, and put the pride one up. And her students would say the Pledge of Allegiance to, like, the wall. And this teacher's laughing, explaining this, right? And then she's all like, well, there is a flag you can pledge allegiance to. And she turned the camera over and it was a pride flag and the trans LGBTQ whatever flag. It's like, are you kidding me? And I guess she got fired. Good she got fired. She's all laughing about it. So, like, you're in this country, okay? That's that. You're in this country to be an American. That's that. And if our country's flag offends you, then maybe this isn't the right country to be in. Because that's what this country stands for. You know what, the flag, the 50 stars, I always get the stripes and the stars mixed up, but yeah. The 50 stars are for the 50 states, and then the 13 stripes are for the 13 colonies, right? I'm going to sound like an idiot if I got that wrong. But there's so many things wrong with this, you know, generation. But for some reason, it's not coming to my head, but there is. I see it every day, like, look, people my age, people I didn't graduate, people that did graduate because they didn't see the schools brainwashing. That's our goal. Who's going to be brainwashed at the end of graduation? They could have brainwashed me and they realized that. Because before I moved to Nebraska, I was brainwashed. And then I moved there and got out of it. And then I came back to where I was before Nebraska, and they're trying to put me in it again. Nope, I already see your game. That's the thing. It's just brainwashed. And then, part of the meeting said, this made me mad. Part of this meeting said, stay away from cops and MAGA assholes. Why would you say that about cops? Okay, cops, there are some dirty ones, but there are some cops that do risk their life to go home to their family. Okay, it's either deal with this criminal that might kill. Do you think a cop wants to pull someone over at like 2 o'clock in the morning? No, they're probably like, okay, well, something bad could really happen. They have families at home too. That's a thing. People don't think about that. They have families at home. Think they want to deal with criminals? If you're a criminal and you don't want to get caught, be a better criminal. That's that. Or just quit being a criminal. Okay, you do a crime, you do the time. And there's a lot of people doing crimes nowadays that hopefully in the future they get what they deserve. But that's part of another video. Seriously, our generation needs to grow some balls. Need to grow some balls. Need to quit being triggered by so many little things. Okay? Need to just stop crying because someone said something you didn't like. Freedom of speech. We can say whatever we want. Generation needs to grow some balls because we're gonna need them. I got them. I could stand up for myself, but the rest of my generation can't. because they're just so brainwashed that they actually believe there's more than two genders. They believe all this crap that's just been thrown at them because, you know, once something's told long enough and that it's a truth, people are going to start to believe it. It doesn't mean it is the truth, but to them it's the truth. But yeah, I think that's it. That's all. If I keep talking, I'm going to get into way more, and this is going to be like a 2-hour video, which I don't want to do that. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed my little rant about our generation and how we need to grow some balls. But yeah, so I'll see you guys next time. Bye!